one of the first major lessons I received in my journey of stepping onto my spiritual path was around embracing cycles and the importance of embracing cycles for moving into abundance. And what that basically came down to is I was deep in the Amazon jungle about 4 years ago on my first trek down there. And we sit with the medicine men and medicine women deep into ceremony late at night. And it's quite a profound and sometimes intense process. And in the middle of that journey, I received really a profound lesson. And what that lesson was is that I was suddenly present to being in this Amazon jungle that is so abundant, so teeming with life, be it the abundance of plants everywhere, to animal life, to birds, to insects, to sounds, to smells, to just an overwhelming sense of abundance of everything. And what I came to realize in that journey is the reason that abundance is there is because cycles are embraced, is that there's a process of death, rebirth, and growth that is never ending in the jungle. And where that affected me in my own life is that I always held on to death. I always held on to the fear of death, I should say, death of a relationship, death of a job, death of a way of being, all this fear about, well, what if this ends, what's next, oh my God, and getting stuck, frankly, for weeks or months or often years upon years in certain cycles in my life. And what I was doing in holding on to this old way of being or old relationship or old job is I was preventing abundance from coming in because I wasn't embracing the natural cycle that happens. And what I came to see in my own life is that, cycles are universal. It's the seasons, it's the cycles of our own body. Everything is circular in nature. There are no straight lines. And so when we resist cycles, when we resist the cycle of death, we resist the cycle of rebirth and growth, it prevents abundance. It prevents the new from coming in. And so the biggest lesson for me in really creating that abundance in my life was, again, seeing where is there death occurring in my life right now that I'm resisting or I'm scared of? What needs to die? What do I need to let go of consciously? And I assure you, every single time I did that I allowed the death to happen and just, fell down that rabbit hole, rebirth always happened. Always, always, always. And in that rebirth, it created space for the new. It allowed new opportunities to come in, new relationships, new love, new ways of seeing. And of course, once I stepped into the rebirth, then growth happened, growth within that new way of being. And again, that cycle happens all over again. And so, in your own life, it's really important. Look at where those death cycles are. Look at where the rebirth and growth happens and really embrace it. And you'll find there's a lot more abundance that can come to you when you do so.